Okay, we are back, and by the way, I just realized that I have 54 players on my roster.
That's been my fear both times, Greg.
Yeah, I need to go through. Math is not my strong point. People know this. Like, I just realized that I said that they had 6 special teams guys. They actually have 7. So in this version, I think I'm getting rid of Isaiah Bolden, I think is what I'm going to do. Maybe that's IR for him. Yeah, so I need to reconfigure that. But anyway, so at quarterback, I have 2, Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi, cutting Trace McSorley and putting him on the practice squad. I do not have Malik Cunningham at quarterback. Any issues, Mike?
No, I had Cunningham on my last one, and then the more people I talk to, the more I feel like of the younger players, there's a better chance of him being the one who gets on the practice squad and not get claimed.
I would agree. He hasn't shown anything at wide receiver.
No,
like nothing.
And that's the thing. And then you're going to take someone. We always get to this point, right, where people start to freak out about who's going to be put on waivers, and you can't put that guy on waivers. Well, like 98% of the time, nobody gets claimed off waivers. Why? Because you've been working with these guys since April, at the very least, and in some cases, you've been working with them since the previous April. They were on your practice squad. They're guys you're still developing, or at least, hey, they know your system. To take someone like Malik, claim him, put him on your 53, like where's his value? How's he helping you? If he's a quarterback, he's got to learn the whole system. As a receiver, he's still got to learn that aspect of it. And as you said, he hasn't really made an impact as a receiver. So, I would tell you this, that unless something dramatic happens on Friday, Malik won't be on my next one.
Yeah.
CLNS Media Network is powered by FanDuel Sportsbook. Visit FanDuel.com/Boston and start earning bonus bets when you bet on a Super Bowl winner. You can get bonus bets every time they win in the regular season.
So running back is where I had some big changes. Well, not only Ezekiel Elliott's on the roster now, of course. So I have Stevenson, I have Elliott. Then I have J.J. Taylor on the 53, and I have Pierre Strong. Truth be told, I could take or leave Pierre Strong. Like I haven't seen good speed, haven't seen him flash at all this summer, but because he was the higher draft pick, a 4th round pick, I think that he sticks. I don't think that Matt Rowe especially wants to jettison any of his draft picks in the first 4 rounds. So that's why I have Strong on there. I am cutting Kevin Harris. He was a 6th round pick. Haven't seen enough. Do I think he's going to get claimed anywhere? No. If he does, who the hell cares? Go find another running back and put him on the practice squad. Ty Montgomery, like, what are we doing here? Like, this is if he's on this 53-man roster, this is as dumb as little Jordan Humphrey last year. And it's up there. He's basically little Jordan Montgomery. Yeah. You got Juju Sanu and little Jordan Montgomery. It's he's either straight release or injury settlement or what have you. And of course, CJ Marable. Any issues there, Mike?
No, the Taylor one is interesting to me because he's been around for a while. And so they definitely, there are things they like about the player, but they never fully trusted the player. But based on what's going on with the quote unquote 3rd down back and Montgomery, finally returning to the practice field after basically missing the entirety of camp, I haven't had him on my roster. I can't justify it. And I think if you go back, for all the talk about Montgomery in the offseason and even on the first day when he was very involved down on goal line and lining him up in different places and they're throwing the ball, he hasn't been a productive NFL player for like 6 years. So, like, what are we doing at this point? Like, I get that he's a little bit of a different type than what you have. If you're going to consider Taylor because of his size, a little bit of a problem for you. But like, man, you can't have him on your roster. I kept Strong on my roster. My thinking is the same as yours. I haven't seen anything that makes me want to keep him there. But he's a 4th round pick. It's year 2. There is that speed. and you just hope that it catches. Harris, same thing. Like if he ends up on the practice squad, that's fine. He's a little bit of a thumper, but the way they managed the running back group, I think was a mistake. I think I wrote about it last week in our notes column about the idea that third down back is so important to this offense, and they've always had a backup plan. And maybe they thought Strong was going to hit, but then that's a misevaluation because he hasn't hit at all even before the injury. So, they could have. Jared McKinnon was out there, signed a 1-year, $1.3 million deal to return to the Chiefs. You couldn't have paid him $2.5 million and said, hey, I know it's Mahomes, but come here for double the money. You're at the end of your career. He's 30, whatever. Like, I'm guessing he would have taken that, and he would have been a massive upgrade at that position for you. So I think that's sort of, I say it's neglectful, but I felt like they didn't do enough there, and I'm still not sure what the answer is. But yeah, at this point, Taylor's the head of Montgomery. He has to be.
Yeah, I mean, to me, and I know Elliott's going to be in the mix, but to me, and I wrote a column about this, JJ's film the other night was fantastic. Anything that you're asking a third down back to do, he did in that game. And and he brings explosiveness and makes people miss. And all right, fine. You want slow as molasses Ezekiel Elliott out there, Bill, just because he's bigger and he's smarter and all right, fine. Then again, you're in the 20s while the other team's in the 30s. I just think they need another option. And, to me, I'm keeping J.J. Taylor over Pierre Strong. I just am. Do I think anybody's going to pick up Pierre Strong? No. But for now, I have them both on the roster. I don't love it.